Oh, we got a game. Against Alver again. Poor Alver. Okay, we're gonna ban Gaialis. We put the rock shield on our Gaialis. Okay, so this... Let's see here. You have a question, but you'll wait till after this? I mean, you can ask. If I have to wait to answer it, I have to wait to answer it, but I might be able to answer it now. So I don't necessarily want to bring Raikan because, like, this is why counter pick is so good. If I bring Raikan, my opponent can bring Yukama. If I don't bring Raikan, then they can just bring Mix. I think we bring Saipat 2 Vine. And see if Alver... I think Alver will pick either Volarant... Wow, Pig. That was unexpected. Do I ban Kinu then? I think I am scared of the Kinu. Yeah, if we knew that this was the opener, we would have picked Gaialis, but we couldn't know that. And it wouldn't have been if we did pick Gaialis, right? Counterpick is such a strong advantage. Volarand is pretty good against this whole team. I think we go Gaialis Raikan. Interesting that my opponent's thinking of grabbing Mix. Yukama's pretty good against my lineup here. Yukama's better than Mix against Gaialis, better than Mix against yeah, Yukama, for sure. So I imagine the pig's gonna bamboozle the Valash. So we have an option, right? We could... Our Saipat's faster than our 2 Vines, so our Toxic Ink would take off the Bamboozle, and then we'd hit it with like a Humiliating Slap or something. Or we could try to double the pig. Toxic Ink, Crystal Plume, Gatling. Yeah, and just try to let the Bamboozle expire. This is kind of risky, though. But it could pay off huge if we make the right calls here. So the question is, where's this Valash attacking? I think it's coming into our 2 Vine. 2 Vine is quite good against this team. We want to switch the Raikan into the Crystal Spikes, but we don't know where the Crystal Spikes is going. Okay, so the pig is out. Volerand comes in. That's not great. Block. Interesting. That is not what we were expecting. So this is where we want to run speed on our Saipat. I don't run speed, I run HP, and HP is very useful on Saipat. But Nicho. Nicho is a very... Like, we want to outspeed the Valash with the Nicho, which we don't do on this Saipat. And Valash is such a big problem for our team, I think it might be worth sacrificing the HP in other situations to get the outspeed, but I haven't like done that yet. I think we survive one shot, so we can risk this. There's a good chance he's switching the Valash out. What would take the Nicho? Pig would take the Nicho? So if he switches out and uses a toxic move on our Saipat, that really sucks. And if we switch out and he stays in, that also really sucks. So it's another one of those 50-50 situations. Ah, he stayed in. That's a bummer. If I knew he was staying in, then I would want an Nichosai. But I mean, you can't know. That's what it's all about. You just it is impossible to know for sure. If we predicted that, like if we guessed correctly there, I think we win. And since we got it wrong, I think we lose. I think it's pretty much as simple as that. So the question is, does this Valash overexert? I think there's a decent chance that his Valash just leaves. And that he, like, hyperkinetic strikes that spot. I think we're gonna switch in the 2-Vine, predicting the hyperkinetic strike. Set another Embers this way. Yeah. Interesting Feather Gatling. Not what I expected at all. Water cannon. Yeah, so that doesn't do much of anything. Blizzard does a surprising amount. So this thing has to switch out. I think the Yukama also has to switch out. I'm gonna Toxic Plume. I think I'm gonna Toxic Ink this spot. I think there's a solid chance that a Whiplump comes in here. It's the pig. Bummer. Yeah, if we just lost another one of those like 50-50 type turns. Oh, it's fine because I guess we took out the pig. Fine in a it's not fine kind of way. Oh, and 2.8, that's a really unfortunate amount of HP for it to have. Raiken can come in here. But his Valash comes in and it starts getting heals. We do have a chance here if he does this wrong. Oh, the Valash is out. Okay. So he didn't do it wrong. We've just been losing all of the 50-50s this game. And this just outspeeds and takes us out. So this is over. It basically came down to that one turn. If we keep our side pad in and he keeps his Valash in, we win. If we switch, well, he was better at flipping coins this game. But there's no point in continuing. The issue I have with this draft is, like, one side has all of the advantages. They get the opening counter pick, they get the kind of counter ban, they get the second ban, and they get the final counter pick. It's like, why do they get all of the advantages? Shouldn't they only get some of the advantages? Oh, we're on the wrong side of the counter pick again. Kind of a bummer. Is he gonna first pick Yukama? That seems very strange to me. Or is he just happening to hover it? Yeah, Valash makes sense. I think we just have to do the same thing. Interesting, so that's a Kinu. That is very different. I don't know if Kinu is better or worse than Pig here. Is Raikan getting banned? Gallus seems like a bad ban for him. I think if it's not Raikan, it's Pig. Okay, so what do we ban here? Probably the Pig. The Pig is the most scary. Yukama's also a decent ban. I don't want to deal with the Pig. Our Pig did get banned. Okay. Volarend is good against everything. Okay, so the draft went better for us. We can now very safely double into the Valash. Then we get into the classic 50-50 situations. So I'm gonna double the Valash, and he's probably gonna beta burst my Saipat. And this is where speed on Saipat is good. I'm gonna have to put speed on my Saipat, it's just too important against Valash. So you can just double this spot. And then we have to play, guess where the Valash is attacking. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to like go over all of my footage and all of the Valashes and see how much speed Valashes typically run and outspeed that with Saipat. The loss of HP is gonna hurt, but Valash is such a problem. It's also kind of unlucky that I'm seeing Valash on every team, because other than Valash, I don't really have any problems. I think that mix is just dead. Yeah. I don't know what that play was about. How worried are we about this 2-vine? How important is our 2-vine here? We already took out the mix. It's good against Volerend, but it's aerobic Volerend, so I should be able to take it out. I think we just double the Yukama. Yeah, so... I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, my 2-vine takes water hits. That is something my 2-vine does a lot, and that is why it is wearing Umbrella. Okay, well that's 2 down. Okay. We're just attacking this spot. I can't afford the low tempo of anything but this move. Wow, the Toxic Plume went first. That surprises me. Yeah, I mean it's good to fire water moves at it. That's why it's good to whatchamacallit. I think it just killed itself. Oh man, this is a funny game. I've just doubled this spot 3 times in a row, and 3 times in a row I just... Oh man. We're just... Okie dokie. This game was streamed live at twitch.tv/MrGuy888. The link is in the description. Be sure to follow if you want more content like this.